Good Friday evening and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to today's top news stories, let's take a quick look outside our weather window, and looks can be a little bit deceiving. This beautiful shot from this afternoon was up at the Billy Goat Sky-Fi Tower camera that's up in Okanagan County. The town in the middle of your screen is Brewster as we look at the mountains up and along the Canadian border as well, and lots of blue sky and clear skies out there today. That didn't mean a warm day by any means. In fact, our colder weather is going to hang on for at least another day or so. This was the slide that I used Wednesday. Colder for Thanksgiving, but we still have that deep trough of low pressure you see on the screen there, and that is allowing all that Canadian cold air to still funnel down into that trough. And as I mentioned, one more day of that, and then as we get into the weekend, especially the end of the weekend, things will slowly warm up, and we'll have your complete weather forecast coming up a little bit later on. Now, a few of the stories we're following for you tonight. The reward for information on a string of haystack arsons in Grant County has now grown to $15,000. An 18-year-old man pleaded guilty Wednesday to making a threat of violence against Kashmere High School, and the city of Chelan is looking for a new city administrator after current administrator Mike Jackson announced this week he was stepping down at the end of this year. But first, we begin tonight. Two California women who stole a handgun from their Wenatchee-based Uber driver are now on their way to prison. Griselda Barron pleaded guilty in Chelan County Court Wednesday to firearm theft and possession of methamphetamine and received an 18-month sentence. Her partner, Emily Espinoza, was sentenced to 21 months in October. The two women hired an Uber driver back in July to take them from Wenatchee back to Los Angeles for $1,000. But when the car reached Oregon, they canceled the trip and turned around and then stole the driver's .45 caliber pistol along the way. Wenatchee police later found the handgun in their hotel room. Well, the reward for information on a string of haystack arsons in Grant County has now grown to $15,000. The Grant County Sheriff's Office offered a $5,000 reward back on Tuesday for information that leads to the arrest and conviction of the person or persons responsible for 12 haystack arsons just this year. On Wednesday, the Arson Alarm Foundation added another $10,000 reward. To be eligible for that reward, people need to call 1-800-55-ARSON. For the Grant County reward, information should be submitted to crimetips@grantcountywa.gov. If someone witnesses an arson in progress or suspicious activity around haystacks, they should immediately call 911. The haystack arsons have caused losses estimated in the hundreds of thousands of dollars. An 18-year-old man pleaded guilty on Wednesday to making a threat of violence against Kashmere High School. That earned him a 90-day jail sentence. Gerardo Tovar Medina had no apparent access to a firearm or other means to carry out the threat he posted online in February when he left a comment on a student's YouTube page saying, quote, "I was planning on shooting up your school," unquote. But the post led to a modified lockdown at Kashmere High, and Chelan County Sheriff's deputies arrested Medina at his home the same afternoon. Medina was hospitalized for 8 months until he was judged competent to enter his plea. The city of Chelan is looking for a new city administrator after current administrator Mike Jackson announced this week that he was stepping down at the end of the year. The city council will pay Issaquah-based Protham Executive Recruitment up to $18,500 to help in that search. Jackson was hired in October of 2016, and his departure comes after incumbent Mayor Mike Cooney was defeated in the November 5th election by former Mayor Bob Getty. Prothman recently was hired to find Moses Lake's new city manager, a position that eventually was filled by Wenatchee's Executive Services Director, Allison Williams. Coming up next, growth may be coming to some less developed plots around the Leavenworth area. Washington Senator Maria Cantwell is leading the charge regarding online privacy, and we'll let you know what's happening around the valley for you to enjoy this weekend. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
Hi, I'm Ricardo, and this is Amanda, and we are from Impact Auto Sales,
where you can expect a hassle-free car buying experience. With our wide selection of used cars, trucks, and SUVs, let one of our friendly sales staff help you find the vehicle that fits your lifestyle. We have financing available for all credit types and great low rates for first-time buyers. Call us today at 888-8000 or stop by 3522 State Highway 97A in Wenatchee. Impact Auto Sales, where we strive to make an impact on your life and not your wallet.
Mary Mates of Wenatchee believes a clean home is a happy home. Mary Mates provides holiday cleaning services to cheer about. Don't let the seasonal cleaning ruin the festive fun. Mary Mates can simplify your life at a great value. It's never too soon to start planning a holiday perfect home. Mary Mates of Wenatchee happily offers a worry-free guarantee. Locally owned and operated, let Mary Mates do the cleaning while you focus on your family and friends. Call Mary Mates today.
People are really skeptical of our industry. They have been sold products, they have been sold policies they either don't need, don't understand, confusing. I understand that. We are more about the process and the people. Our SFG roadmap is designed to take care of all of those concerns. For those that have questions about their retirement, we would love the opportunity to sit down and chat with you.
Welcome back. In another news, growth may be coming to some less developed plots around Leavenworth. Applications on file with Chelan County include a possible 6-lot development on 11 acres on Eagle Creek Road, plus a rezoning that would turn 63 agricultural acres into residential space along the Wenatchee River. That larger proposal just across Highway 2 from Pray's Fruit Barn would rezone land now owned by Taylor Orchards, but the owner hasn't filed a formal plan to subdivide that property. Neither application has yet been approved by Chelan County's Community Development Department. Washington State Senator Maria Cantwell is leading the charge regarding online privacy, introducing a bill this week that could help guard Americans' data when they use the internet. The Consumer Online's Privacy Rights Act, or COPRA, would limit the amount of data that Silicon Valley companies can harvest from their users and make them subject to legal action when they misuse it. Cantwell and fellow Democrats say they're concerned about how location tracking, facial recognition, purchase histories, and other online data can be turned against consumers. Well, time now to find out what events are happening around the valley for you to enjoy this weekend. Here's NCWLIFE's Megan McPherson.
Here's a look at what's on tap this weekend around the Wenatchee Valley. Christkindl Market takes place all weekend long in Leavenworth. This is an annual Bavarian-style Christmas market for the whole family and is held in Front Street Park and also in the Leavenworth Fest Hall. This popular and celebrated Northwest tradition features delicious and authentic Bavarian foods, handmade arts and crafts and other gifts, and family-friendly Bavarian and Christmas-themed entertainment. The Salvation Army Arts and Crafts Fair is this Saturday from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. at Club Clearwater. 25 vendors will be selling handmade arts and crafts types items, gifts, and home decor. This benefit is for personal hygiene bags that will be distributed on December 20th during the annual Christmas dinner at the Salvation Army. And finally, Empty Bowls Community Painting Party takes place this Sunday from 1 to 6 at Pybus Public Market. Wenatchee Valley Empty Bowls is an annual event designed to bring together the community through creative expression and education on hunger relief efforts. In exchange for a cash or check donation of $10 for a single or $35 for a family of up to 5, you will be able to paint and personalize your own ceramic bowl. For more information on this weekend's events and others, visit the community calendar at ncwlife.com.
Thank you, Megan. You're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News. Coming up next, tonight's features story and your complete local weather forecast. That and much more still to come on the NCWLIFE Evening News. Stay with us.
AC Checker has new owners who put customer service first. When you have to get there on time, call fast, friendly, reliable AC Checker, 663-TAXI. AC Checker has the industry's only on-time or it's free guarantee. Conditions apply. Call AC Checker, 663-TAXI to schedule your cab or schedule online at acchecker.com. Call American Classic Taxi, 663-TAXI. That's 663-8294.
Being able to support yourself and your family is an important part of who we are. We all need to know we're able to provide ourselves with a secure future. some job seekers have a harder time finding work. That's why Goodwill's Employment Connection Center is here, a free walk-in job search assistance program designed to help people find work. When you shop at or donate to Goodwill, you're really being a job creator, and that's a good thing for everyone's future. Goodwill. There's more behind the store.
It's estimated that 1/3 of Americans do not have a financial plan. At D.A. Davidson, their advisors are working to change that because they understand the importance of planning for the future. At D.A. Davidson, they believe in partnering together to build a strategy tailored to your needs. They spend the time and have the knowledge to help keep your financial future on track. Let D.A. Davidson Financial Advisors of Wenatchee put the strength of advice to work for you.
Some jobs are a calling. They call on something higher, something deeper, and a commitment to country that never dies. At Giza Credit Union, we help you support local veterans. With every purchase you make with a Giza Local Heroes Affinity debit card, we make a donation to select veterans organizations. After all, we can never repay them, but we can do our best to help a little with the Giza Veterans Affinity debit card.
Welcome back to the NCWLIFE Evening News. In tonight's feature story, North Central Washington could see significant economic growth over the next decade as a result of a new federal program that offers tax breaks to businesses who locate in undercapitalized areas. The establishment of federally sanctioned opportunity zones could make that happen. Chelan County is partnered with Douglas, Okanagan, and Ferry counties and the Colville tribes in developing a shared process which is now in its second year of planning. Commissioner Kevin Overbay shared with NCWLIFE special correspondent Steve Hare the scope of the program.
For Chelan County, our opportunity zone actually begins at 5th Street. So with the PUD facility is actually located within an opportunity zone. So that's an opportunity to market that, into the future. But it goes from 5th Street all the way to the south part of the county, to the county line of Kittitas County. And so Mission Ridge is involved in that particular piece and is within the opportunity zone, and everything from that point, so the south end of Wenatchee.
And that is comprised of both public and private?
That is correct, yes. So, you have the two different types of investment is either a private investment, where basically it could be a single investment where somebody can create their own LLC and invest specifically into one particular project, or a qualified opportunity fund, which is a multiple investment portfolio that actually goes out for multiple projects. So what we are doing as our partnership is we're trying to identify potential projects, number one, for investment. We're also looking at setting up a qualified opportunity fund within the area that people can actually make that investment in.
Well, I know that area around the Alcoa smelter is an area that is also, I guess, within that opportunity zone, isn't it?
It is. That is correct.
And I've heard that there has been some interest expressed in that. There's a part of that property down there.
Yep, there definitely is. There is a Blue Sky project that we're looking at right now that may have the potential of utilizing that space. We're still in the process. Blake is working very hard with the port on that particular piece, and so it's just a great partnership that we have. We have our partners in this are not only the counties and the tribe, but we also have the chambers, we have the port districts, we have the economic development district, and so everybody is collectively working together, understanding that if we tried to market our opportunity zones independently, we would not only be competing against one another, but we really wouldn't have the bandwidth that we can actually have with this partnership.
Time now for a check of your North Central Washington weather forecast. And before we get to all of those details, once again, let's take a beautiful look outside our weather window this afternoon. And this is what we saw looking up towards Okanagan County. And this is our Billy Goat Sky-Fi Tower camera. Of course, the Columbia River, and you can see Brewster right here in the mountains along the Canadian border with Washington State. Mount Kalispell there off in the distance. And it was a nice, clear, sunny day, just not all that warm out there, with temperatures actually a little bit bit below where they should be for this time of year. Unofficially here in the Wenatchee area, 32 degrees for our high, and that's about 5 degrees below where we should be at 37 degrees. We told you at the top of the newscast, because of that deep low pressure trough that's sagging all the way down into the desert southwest, and that's allowing all of that cold air to funnel into our area. We'll show you more on that in a second. 63 degrees is our record high. That was set back in 1995. Record low, what else? 1985 at 5 degrees. We are at 6.52 inches for the year, and that's now exactly where we should be for this time of year as far as moisture goes. So we will be starting to fall behind if we don't pick anything up the remainder of this week and into the upcoming weekend. Chances are we're going to pick some up. Sunrise this morning, 7:25, and the sunset this afternoon at 4:13. Let's take a peek and see how your weekend's going to start out for you on Saturday, and it's going to be a lot like today. In fact, temperatures maybe even a tick or two cooler than today. 33 for Moses Lake and Ephrata, 32 in Quincy, 31 in Ellensburg. For the Wenatchee area, only 29 degrees for our high temperature, 28 in Cashmere, 30s then from Eniat all the way up into Omak. Taking a look at our surface loop, and tonight we are seeing mostly cloudy skies as one system kind of pushes away lots of snow back into the Rockies and plains of Montana. We're kind of in between two storm systems, but what's happening inside that trough, lots of cold air, and we're going to stay cold tonight with temperatures down into the teens once again. For Saturday, increasing clouds during the day as this area of low pressure continues to dig its way south, and then it will actually move up a little bit closer to us. We will be chilly on Saturday night, but then as we get into Sunday, mostly cloudy skies, and as this system moves a little bit closer inland, that will kick off some snow shower activity around Washington State. Still only about a 20% chance for us, but it does increase as we make our way into next week. Monday, partly cloudy skies, some clearing skies, and we'll see slightly warmer temperatures begin to creep into our forecast, especially as we get into Monday. For Tuesday, back to normal as far as temperatures go. Partly cloudy skies, kind of a mucky, messy weather forecast all around the western United States. So as we get into Tuesday, and that could lead into some isolated flurries. As we get to Wednesday, here's our next storm system, and it's wrapping itself up nicely out in the Pacific. Lots of wind involved with that as well. Our best chance for some snow showers next week will be on Thursday. Cloudy skies, a 30% chance for snow. It looks like right now it's awfully early, but it looks like most of the snow shower activity will stay to our north in the mountains of Washington, but some of that could creep down, and we'll know much more about that as we talk again next week on Monday. Let's take a look now at your Patriot Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling 7-day forecast. I talked about cold weather tonight. 14 degrees our overnight low, 29 your high temperature for Saturday. So if you do have outdoor plans, just bundle up a little bit. Some more clouds on Sunday and maybe a 20% chance for snow on Sunday. 31 our high temperature. And then our slow warm-up begins on Monday. Partly cloudy, 34. 37s for both Tuesday and Wednesday. It looks like a chance for some snow showers Wednesday night. I still think our best chance for the white stuff will be on Thursday with a 30% chance of snow. High temperature then at 36 degrees. And that's a look at your local weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Grantrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
Where will you be a year from now? You could be working as a medical assistant. The Charter College Medical Assistant Certificate Program gets you work ready in 10 months. Add 5 more months to earn an associate degree. We prepare you with hands-on training and support you after graduation with job search help and interview skills. Institutionally accredited by the Accrediting Bureau of Health Education Schools, Charter has been training healthcare professionals for more than 30 years. Charter College. We work to get you to work.
I'm Tom from Alpine Air Heating and Cooling. At Alpine Air, we think of ourselves as customer service-oriented retailers. When you make an appointment, please visit our store, meet our people, see our shop. We are serious about heating and air conditioning. Carrier and Alpine Air are offering huge factory rebates and financing options for all your needs. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air. Call for your free replacement estimate. Heat and air, call Alpine Air, 662-6846.
Are the rumors true, Corey?
Yes, and you're going to love what we're doing at Sangster Buick GMC. We're just $49 down delivered. Wenatchee Valley, winter is coming and we have your solution. Just $49 down and you're driving the vehicle of your dreams. All-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, new or used. Virtually any make and model. GMC, Buick, Subaru, Honda, and much more. Yes, the rumors are true. Just $49 down delivered. Choose your vehicle. Compare price, service, and selection. Sangster Buick GMC. SangsterMotors.com. Where caring about your family brings you back to ours.
Are you watching me? If you're watching me and you are a business owner in North Central Washington, your potential customers could be seeing your TV commercial right now. With Solion Broadcasting, TV advertising is effective and affordable. Place your ads on the network best suited to your potential customers, or get top-of-mind awareness with 16 cable networks, including NCWLIFE, your local TV channel. Give Solion Broadcasting a call at 888-2020 today to see how easy and affordable it is to advertise on TV.
And now it's a sports update on the NCWLIFE channel.
And a happy Finally Friday, Black Friday, whatever you want to call it. It is the day after. Hopefully you had a good Thanksgiving yesterday. I know I did with my lovely wife, Marion. Life, that's true too. For Washington State coach Mike Leach, who loves to make the gravy for his family's Thanksgiving dinner, don't try to give him any plastic in his kitchen.
To a lot of wives, it's irresistible. You know, it's like, you know, as soon as there's something plastic that belongs in the kitchen, which in my mind, few things could be more useless, okay? You know, so we've got to have it, right? So this thing's like some kind of a thing where you can mix for gravy. Like, you know, first of all, it's way too small. Okay, then you mix the potato water with the flour and the milk, and you're shaking it up. But as the hot air expands, the thing exploded. It got all over my shirt. And I was ticked off. She handed me, no, here. So I want to do it how I always do it, right? No, here, use this. I bought this. This is really good. No, this will make it a lot easier. Well, it's not that hard to begin with, so it doesn't have to be a lot easier. No, use this. So I put it in there. I shake it up. The thing explodes, goes all over my shirt. I went to the patio door. I took that thing and rifled it into the neighbor's yard. And the last time I saw that thing, it exploded on the side of the neighbor's house. And then I never saw that thing again. And I'm glad I never saw it again. And I don't know what the neighbor did with it. It was kind of cold outside, and I thought that it was probably best I don't go talk to him and ask him about it. And then maybe they could find some plastic thing and put it to good use.
I've talked to many parents of players of Mike Leach, and one of the biggest reasons they chose to send their kid to Washington State is because of Mike Leach and the humor. Ask him X's and O's, he doesn't talk a lot, but ask him about something else, and he goes on and on and on. You have that question about, who would you like to have dinner with? Yeah, I'd kind of like to have dinner with Mike Leach sometime. Well, the Wenatchee Wild have back-to-back home games tonight and tomorrow at the Town Toyota Center. Wenatchee hosting Nanaimo tonight at 7:05. Then Langley coming up tomorrow at 7:05. In addition to the games, the Wild's David Rayfield says you're invited to bring a toy and help out a good cause.
Kind of a joint sponsorship with Works and Les Schwab as we kick off our toy drive. So that'll basically be the whole theme of the weekend, is giving back to the community, as we like to do a lot here with the Wenatchee Wild and our sponsors. But with Works and Les Schwab, we're going to be doing a toy drive for all ages. So stop by your local shops, whether anywhere basically, and bring a toy, whether it's Legos, skateboards, bikes, basketballs, footballs, whatever you can donate, we'd love to have, and we'll be accepting those at the front. And
that's at the Wild game tonight and tomorrow night. I'll be there along with the rest of the volunteers for the Les Schwab Community Toy Drive, so come out and join us. Also, don't forget tomorrow, live broadcast at 10 o'clock here on the NCWLIFE channel at Hooked on Toys to kick off the toy drive, and we'll get a chance to talk to some of the representatives of the organizations that are the recipient organizations involved with this year's toy drive. Well, if you want to watch some possible future Wenatchee Wild players, there will be a squirt hockey tournament this weekend. The Northwest Fall Face-Off Squirt Tournament, hosted by the Wenatchee Amateur Hockey Association, starts today and runs through Sunday. There'll be a smattering of high school basketball games tomorrow throughout the region as the winter sports schedule slowly gets underway. Entiat girls play at Columbia at 1 o'clock. Eastmont girls host Bothell tomorrow at 2. In boys basketball, Entiat faces Columbia at 3, while Cashmere will host Eastmont tomorrow night
at 7:30. Well, the Seahawks are off until Monday when they'll host the Minnesota Vikings at CenturyLink Field. Seattle comes into the game with a record of 9-2. The Vikings 8-3 kick off at 5:15 on ESPN. Now, yesterday's Dallas loss to Buffalo, which makes our own Grant Olson very happy, opens the door for many other teams hoping to get a playoff spot in the NFC. Division leaders still San Francisco, New Orleans, Green Bay, and Dallas, but the Cowboys just 6-6. Eagles right behind at 5-6. Seattle right now has the number one wild card seed, followed by the Vikings. But still lurking in the shadows are the Rams, Bears, and Carolina Panthers. Next 4 weeks should prove to be very interesting. That's a look at sports news. I'm Eric Grantrom. Grant, back to you.
And thank you, Eric. And yes, you're right. I'm happy. Go Bills. Finally tonight, Kevin Roylitz, who lives about 5 miles east of Moses Lake, had an unusual visitor early Thursday morning on Thanksgiving morning. The moose captured on his doorbell camera wasn't there for a Thanksgiving feast. It was just passing through. Just a typical Thanksgiving morning, right? And a reminder, if you have a video of the day you'd like to see on the NCWLIFE Evening News, message us on our Facebook page at the NCWLIFE channel. Let's take one more quick look at your Patriot Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling 7-day forecast as we head into the upcoming weekend. And it will be a chilly one, at least for the next 3 days. 32 with sunshine for our Friday. We should top off around there, and I think we came pretty close to that. Mostly sunny and cold for Saturday, and then some clouds begin to move in on Sunday. We'll see a 20% chance for snow flurries. Monday, partly cloudy, and that will be the beginning of a very slow warming trend, at least getting us back to where we should be for this time of year. On Tuesday, partly cloudy and warmer, 37 our high. 30% chance for snow on Wednesday and Thursday. I think Thursday will be our best shot at it. Both highs, both of those days in the middle 30s with lows in the middle to upper 20s. So we will begin to warm up as we get into the upcoming weekend. Now let's check in with Dan Kuntz for a look at what's coming up Monday morning on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Dan?
Thank you very much, Grant. I hope your weekend is filled with football and leftovers. Come Monday, we'll be right back at it for the very first December edition of Wake Up Wenatchee Valley, and my guests will be the senior drum major and the junior drum major of the award-winning Wenatchee High School Golden Apple Marching Band. Their big fundraiser is coming up on Saturday the 7th, the Holiday Craft Bazaar. We'll talk about that and what a great year the band has had so far. That's Monday. Until then, have a great weekend. Grant, back to you.
Thank you, Dan. And that's going to do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks for joining us.
NCWLIFE channel is your home for local news, local weather, and events including live local high school sports. Watch inspiring local shows featuring local people. Don't miss Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Let's learn. Quada TV. Street Talk and other stuff. The 12th District. Life with Lisa. And the Arbiter of Stoke. NCWLIFE channel is your local TV station.
Family roles change with time. You may find yourself being an unpaid caregiver to a loved one. Caregiving can be rewarding, but also stressful. Taking care of yourself is vital. Aging and Adult Care of Central Washington has low or no cost services for unpaid caregivers, such as in-home support, care supplies, and counseling. Connect in your local area by calling Aging and Adult Care at 800-572-4459 and mention you're interested in caregiver support.
Bring the whole family up to Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house in historic downtown Chelan. Applewood smoked brisket, street-style tacos, and our award-winning barbecue rubs and sauces. Our meals pair perfectly with our exciting lineup of craft ales, made right here in Chelan. We've got room for big groups, or give us a call for catering. So grab the kids and check out the fun at Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house located in the heart of Chelan.
Hey there, Wenatchee. I'm Sean Lee, and I'm inviting you to check out the NCW Movie Guide to keep up on what movies are playing in our town.